Hi guys, Joe here once again from the review crew, joined as always by
Mike
and Mikey.
And today we will be watching the season finale of season 2.
I'm excited for this one, honestly. We've been waiting for this.
There's definitely a lot of build-up. I think there's some big questions, like, will this be the end of the Mao story, or will it just be the beginning?
Will this be a war kicked off by Sadavir?
Yes,
because technically it is an official strike on a ship by the UN.
Will Prax find his daughter? Is his daughter the creature?
What's attached to the ship?
Creature on the ship.
Like physically on it.
Will Avasarala, Bobby, and Cordior escape? Will Jules Pierre Mao, what's going to happen with him? It's kind of the big ones, right?
He's got 9 lives. He'll be fine.
I think Mao will.
Did Amos bleed out?
No, Amos is heavily sedated.
But let's find out. Let's just jump right into our season finale. Can't wait for this one. At the end of this, I guess we can have a season discussion as well because it is the end of a season.
Yeehaw, brother.
Yeehaw. Make sure you guys stick around for that. And let's get into this one in 3, 2, 1. Thanks for watching.
Oh yeah, my coffee.
Now is not the time to get a coffee. Where's my coffee? That was 2 hours ago.
God, don't move or anything.
Where am I supposed to move?
I don't know.
Boy, TR, let's see what you got, bud. Oh, my God.
Well, that's disappointing.
Yeah, where's your body armor? Your microfilament body armor.
Yeah, you think you'd be wearing like a John Wick suit,
Where's the body mesh that just heals everything?
Hey, look, the crew's back together. You were right. And for the end of
Amos is mad at her.
I bet.
I told you.
He just got drugged.
I told you he'd be mad
See,
at her.
and look, they're happy again.
You saved us.
Yep.
It's nice to have you back.
Mind you, she still has the missile. Just a reminder.
That she hasn't blown up the protomolecule?
You're a doctor. How's it look?
But you're a doctor.
If you were a fern, I'd say you have a fatal lack of chlorophyll.
You want a hell of a pilot.
Well, thank you.
We're engaging over Ganon.
Oh no. The war started.
All right, let's take a look. See.
They're gonna see it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Pressure door is completely inoperative. That is a.
That's not shrapnel damage.
That is not travel damage.
Oh.
What the fuck is that?
Yes.
Hold it! It's in the cargo bay!
He's like, what?
Amos! Amos, where are you?
Bitch, it must have hitched a ride when we had it cornered.
What the fuck?
How the hell did it ever hang on?
Doesn't matter. This time we don't have a choice. We have to kill it.
He's like, I've been waiting you to say those words.
We're gonna shoot it, and we're gonna keep on shooting it. And if that doesn't kill it, we're gonna force it out the way it came in. All we have to do is make sure it gets onto the hull so Alex can roll the ship and dump it into the drive plume.
Hold it, Prax. We gotta burn that thing down to its fucking atoms.
Are his plans always this chaotic?
Poor Prax, man. He's trying to be like
I think he should let him do it. I think this thing isn't going to be harmful. Probably requires some sort of transmission to make it evil that it broke free of.
I don't know about that.
Keep moving to your left.
Ooh, first person, let's go.
Then we would have seen it if it moved.
Jeez.
What the hell?
That's an ugly brute.
What the hell is that thing doing?
Why are they not shooting it? Failsafe regulator? I think that's an explosive. That it just ripped out.
You might be right. Whoa.
What the fuck was that?
It does not seem to care.
Are you sure about that? It's getting pressured. Yeah, you're right. Whoa! Amos, no!
That's in trouble! No good to anyone dead.
The fuck?
And just let him go?
Oh my God. I hate things that aren't in a rush.
You mean slow building tension?
Yes. But also creatures that are in a rush to come towards you are always the strongest.
Oh no, is it gonna learn how to use a gun?
Imagine.
Maybe it no longer considers you a threat.
Yeah, he dropped the gun, so maybe it's... That's why?
Is it gonna, what's it gonna do? What's it gonna do?
It's digging into the bulkhead. Why? Shit! The proto molecule feeds on radiation. That thing's trying to get to the reactor.
If it punctures the chamber,
We're more or less fucked.
Jeez.
Tense!
Show me your utility access point.
Oh, she's smart.
I found a way out. There's a maintenance crawl on the other side of that wall. It should lead us to the elevator shaft.
That is not going to work.
Right. You'd never make that climb.
Jesus Christ, not because I'm old.
Plus, she's really old.
Oh no, don't sacrifice Courtier.
I'm not leaving you two.
Power armor.
Oh!
Why would you bring it?
Just in case of this.
Get it.
I love that. Oh my god.
How much ammo did he bring?
Enough.
I want to negotiate.
You do?
Uh-oh.
Maybe he should try talking to it.
We better do something quick, cause Captain's leg is crushed.
well, I don't need to run a marathon.
No, but you crush enough muscle and it starts leaking potassium into your blood. Your suit can only filter out so much of that, then your heart stops.
You know a lot about how people.
Yeah, I guess I do.
You're not really backing up that you're not some psychopath there.
When I was apprenticing, I did a tour on a prospector ship outside of Palace Station. We had a ton of shitty equipment. One time, we were on a run, and this guy's O2 regulator valve got stuck open. So we seal off engineering, the reactor deck, and the machine shop. We overpressurized them all. We pop the hatch to the cargo bay. It'll blow that big door right off, along with that thing.
Holden's pinned down. That kind of pressure change will rip him apart.
Maybe not.
You gotta do it.
Maybe not.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Goddamn thing off my ship. That's an order.
My ship.
He's a captain. Are they getting the ship close enough to look now?
There
Yeah.
right in the middle of the crater.
It's creating...
It's terraforming.
Yeah, it's creating primordial soup.
Fresh out of probes. This is where you say we have to descend so we can get close for our sensors to get meaningful readings.
And then you point out that we'd be at the edge of what our ship is rated for, and that our Martian shadow is probably going to shoot at us.
They're coming. I love it.
Rig for atmospheric flight. Take us down.
Aye, sir.
You know, they're at the point where they're making history. They don't care anymore. They confirmed that it's something crazy. They had to do it.
What's a flower?
He's mad at her.
Amos,
Oh my god.
what I did to you.
Giving her the cold, stiff shoulder.
And I didn't.
Oh, he's not mad at her. He's mad at himself.
Made you put me down. It couldn't have been easy for you.
Jesus.
Trying to
That's
make
unhealthy.
choices on my own.
Well, he's rationalizing right now.
You said Holden could survive this. You were lying.
Yeah.
What are we, 10 minutes in and I'm already like stressed out with all this tension?
Yeah.
Peeling that shit back like a Pringle.
I'm gonna shut down the drive. Maybe that's gonna buy us some time.
He's the only source of energy that's like the highest source in this room, though, wouldn't he be?
What, the protomolecule or Holden?
Holden.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so creepy.
It's huge.
Hell no. Enough of that. Sorry, Haas. Powering up.
Why don't they just keep turning it on and off?
I mean,
Yeah, turn it off. Turn it off now.
It'll probably get enraged at that point.
I don't know that.
hey man, it's not a bad strategy.
Keep going up and down the stairs. It's like a video game, you know?
We're reasonable people in here. We know this wasn't your plan.
And you're in as much trouble as us.
Oh, he's saying what she was
Not sure.
You're losing a lot of blood.
I'll try to bleed
slow.
Crosswinds over 300 kph. Watch the shear.
Adjusting trim. It's your first time driving through hot clouds of sulfuric
Did you
acid.
notice who it was?
No.
This guy from Mythbusters. Adam Savage.
Oh my God, it is.
Yeah.
That's right. The sorry, their guns are linked to their suits. You learned that in the first season. Get him! Yeah. You don't need guns. She uses the wall so effectively.
Yeah, she's a wall user.
These are probably Earth people, right? So they definitely can't compete against a Martian Marine.
You're trying to protect me. I don't think an explosion that size is gonna do what you want.
Can't lose Holden in this episode, can we?
Not yet.
I need to talk to you,
We'll
please.
talk after.
No, now. If I die here, let me go. Take the ship and the guys and find someplace safe to ride all this out. Only because I don't get to spend more time with you.
Oh.
We're not right.
We are.
We're not. So unless you can see how to get you out safe and get
That thing off our ship. Don't talk to me. Not until I fix this.
What? She's just being spunky at the end.
Well, he's giving up, and she won't let him. You know.
I mean, I would give up too if I was where he was. Oh no, Courtier! No! Oh, stab his wound.
Harry, you cannot go into shock.
Leave the undersecretary, and you can go.
Oh. No.
Say that again? We have Mao's little racing ship and another shuttle dock.
His racing ship? Is that the ship that Julie would talk about?
Important, powerful people start fighting each other. It's people like us that die.
Most reasonable henchman ever.
You got nothing against me.
Give me the gun.
What? He's making the choices now?
But the man work.
Let him cook. He's not gonna.
Or he's totally bailing on her.
Stop, don't come any closer. If I take my thumb off this button, it'll put the airlock in full lockdown. You'll never get out of here. If you kill me, you're trapped.
Oh, that look on her face.
It's like, didn't say I was gonna kill you.
If we give it a better food source that's easier to reach, we won't have to force it out. We lure it out. This ship has torpedoes armed with nuclear warheads, doesn't it?
Not a bad idea. Use the nuclear radiation.
Plant science.
Yeah, the plant scientist. We totally needed one. Who knew?
He's like,
But you haven't locked me out yet.
Yeah,
Because as soon as you do,
there's nothing to keep you from beating me.
you're right about that too.
So where do we go from here?
Ask yourself, is he worth it? The man you serve here. Does he deserve your sacrifice?
Oh shit.
I'm an electrician.
For an unworthy master.
I'm an electrician.
It's not an honorable
That's you.
what they tell you.
This is Joe. What do you mean?
You in, you'll let me go?
You have my word.
Do you think that you could throw me in one of those cargo lockers, maybe wrap so they don't think, you know?
Yeah, sure, why
it's
not?
like, I love. That's my favorite hobby.
I love her so much.
Good Belgian ever.
I keep thinking I'll tell May about this when I get home.
Oh.
My story's about soybeans. She pretends to care.
Oh.
Pretended.
Oh, damn.
He's accepted it.
Seems kind of like it, doesn't it?
They've grown to be friends. I like it.
Not bad. I mean, you were always trying to be a good man. Not everybody does, thank you. It's nice not having to worry about being on the right team.
Damn. I'm dying over here.
I understand.
Oh, he's gonna kill her.
It's nothing personal.
I guess Mom made up his mind.
I'm so sorry.
Damn, it fucking smelled it.
Oh.
It's out the door. It's headed your way.
Throw it. Throw the ball.
Okay, here it comes. Get ready.
Oh shit. It's like Spider-Man.
He's looking to see if it's May.
Oh no. Okay, he was.
Firing up the barbecue.
Wow, this is awesome.
Yeah, what a shot.
I kind of want that as a desktop background.
It is melting.
But will it melt completely?
Yeah, I think so.
Meanwhile, back on Venus.
The Martian ship is gone. What do you mean gone? It just vanished off our scopes.
Did it kill the Martian ship?
What? Is everything okay?
Everything's glowing blue.
They're on a nice ship. That's good. Look at all the proto-molecule flickers. Uh-oh.
You're sure it's gone?
Can we have the room for a minute?
Sure.
It's
Glad I didn't have to kill you.
like, why do they keep smacking my knee?
I need to say to you.
Was she pregnant or something?
No, Mikey.
Oh.
Oh.
Whatever it is.
She has the.
Well, about that.
She's like, yeah.
The proto-molecule
Oh.
sides change sometimes.
She's like, what are your fucking pistol rounds gonna do?
Oh, no minigun action? I know it's overkill,
The
but
guy who was like, we set up dying is dead.
it's crazy because she's being saved by a Martian suit.
No, you're right.
Technology certainly hasn't changed it.
War. War never changes. Oh, fuck!
Oh.
No one knows what the proto-molecule
Where are they?
what it's doing.
They're all dead?
No, they didn't pull them apart.
No, but they can't breathe in this.
It's the goddamn proto-molecule, Mikey.
What the fuck?
It's learning. So that's how you make a starship. Good.
Mars has it. And the belt needs it too. I didn't destroy our sample. There was a moment on the somnambulist
Oh.
when I thought I wasn't going to make it.
Oh, no.
She gave it to.
Sure, we were all going to die there.
Is it Fred Johnson?
I gave the proto-molecule to Fred Johnson.
Fuck. I mean, that's a pretty fierce betrayal. Gonna give it to the Mormons.
They're coming back, baby!
Oh,
May!
Okay.
she's alive!
Who's that? Doctor?
Yeah.
How many does he have?
How's he still alive?
How many does he have?
We're gonna get a scene of like 3,000 children in tombs, aren't we?
That's what every single one of those lights is.
I don't like this.
Are they being cryogenically frozen?
Are they being transformed? What type of season end is that?
Oh, alright.
But all of your questions have been answered.
No, they haven't. I hate this. Okay.
Aren't you satisfied and have no
So-
crazy theory?
So.
I'm done. I don't want to do this to myself anymore.
So we,
This is a form of self-harm.
So the episode's called Caliban's War, so there's a war going on right now.
Over Caliban.
Yeah.
Which...
Alright, so this season...
I'm going home.
This episode started with the crew reuniting, and Naomi was like, I appreciate you, and Holden was like, don't mention it, kid. And it was pretty good for a while, until we realized the alien was on the ship.
A while being like literally less than 5 minutes.
It's a while.
Sure.
Honestly,
yeah.
I feel like the last episode was really like live time a half hour.
Yeah.
Between like, because they were... Avasarala was on Mao's ship.
Yes.
Firefighter.
Yeah.
If he was bleeding out, he would have died within a half hour. He didn't die. So that timeline's pretty quick. They kind of just suited up, got into the cargo hold, and then Holden's leg was crushed.
Holden got crushed real bad, but you saw Amos's reaction to that was.
And I'm no doctor, but I feel like that potassium thing would probably happen within a fairly quick period of time.
I don't think so.
Also, the monster took quite a long time to rip open up one panel.
If that potassium thing happened really fast, then that guy who got his arm crushed and had to cut it off would have died pretty quick.
Well, I think a better way to judge time here is Avasarala's standoff, right? Like, it's not like they were having that standoff for hours.
But do we know that do we know that timeline matched the Rosinante's timeline? That's what I'm saying. Like, but the Rosinante, like, I don't think that monster would take 6 hours to peel off one panel. That seemed like it was fairly quick.
Yeah, I would say that situation was,
Sure.
So I'd say like this is pretty much like it was about 30 minutes.
There could have been actually probably times on the helmets that we didn't notice, like when they showed the first person.
Like, you better fucking check that while I edit it.
I will. But
It's exactly
I didn't notice.
minutes and 20 seconds.
But Amos was
43 minutes and 54 seconds.
I love how Amos and Holden had formed this friendship where they're like, we gotta do what we gotta do. Yep, gotta do what we gotta do. So while they're all like, we gotta save Holden,
Amos is like, I gotta kill you. I gotta kill you.
And he's like, and Amos is Holden's like, yep, wouldn't have it any other way, buddy. You'll be the one to kill me anyway, probably.
And a slap on the leg.
Yeah.
So I do want to say that as a season end, I think season 1 was better. With the crash into Venus.
Yeah, you're right.
I think that was
season 1 didn't end with them crashing into Venus, dude.
That was the end of episode 4.
That was the end of book 1.
What are you saying? Season 1 ended with we had this discussion, I can't remember last time. This with the aero station with the radiation.
Yeah.
Oh, with everyone dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just like that.
And the actual final scene was the sneaky spy guy on the station. He's like, "Hello," and then that like giant arm thing grabs him and he's like gone.
This I like.
Yeah, no. I think that because this end of the season was very like happy and blah blah blah. Like everyone's reunited and they're safe.
Until it wasn't.
Right, I'm saying at the end, the last like 5 minutes of it.
But in the
episodes, both episodes were great. But I'm saying the last 5 minutes,
Naomi
last 30 seconds, they were like, "Yeah, everything's fucked up."
Yeah, but it was that was an ominous. That's ominous foreboding at the end of this season. Where at the end of season 1 was mystery and panic and chaos.
Fair.
What is Fred Johnson going to do with the weapon, the protomolecule?
Mormons.
We're only we'll find
Pay
out.
back.
Yeah.
Space Mormons.
We have
Space Mormons.
That's how they can survive their journey. It was kind of crazy how quick the creature recognized that Holden was the next most powerful source of energy as soon as that was shut off, which goes to show that it either needs to be fed a substantial amount of
plant.
I hate you. It either needs to be fed a substantial amount of energy, or it constantly feeds, which the thing that its chest was doing was feeding it while controlling it.
I think it's kind of like a vampire, where like it can live without it for quite a while, but like when it gets juiced and powered out.
Got it. Now, I mean, it was pretty cool how they threw it out the airlock with a nuke and burned it. I really think Prax was probably trying to make sure to the last second that wasn't his daughter, which we saw at the end of the episode confirmation. She is alive, or either in a
she's
state.
Not currently a monster.
She's not currently a monster, so can at least retrieve the body, if not her.
With the ominous pyramid.
And there's a massive war probably about to break out in season 3, which I will dub season 3 the War of the Systems.
Go Mars.
We saw. I was a little bit underwhelmed with Gunny saving the day. I thought she would,
Well, they were in direct line of fire. I mean, she can't.
Also,
it's literally a Gatling gun.
Also,
like a Gatling gun is just.
I know.
They're also
not like a
starship
station. Yeah.
Now I wonder if they mentioned this.
Avasarala does not have a spacesuit if she shoots through the hole.
Now I do want. Yeah, sure. I want
because she was shooting in the same direction that they were standing.
You saying it wouldn't depressurize?
Not immediately. It would suck an object that was. Eventually, it would pull, and then an object that was big enough to fill the crack.
She's dumping miniguns and just cuts a whole.
Remember the railgun? Do you remember the railgun when? Long as.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. But it's not one bullet.
Okay. So, anything else for this episode you'd like to talk about? What was your?
That was a good episode.
It was a good episode.
Writing from this show is just so good. God damn it, I was so fucking like anxious with the fucking tension.
I know.
These writers too good.
I'm of the mind that even in video games and movies, TV shows, any creature or thing that walks really slowly and casually towards you
can one shot you.
Yeah, can one shot you, super strong, whatever. It's like a it's a trope or whatever in games that
like the giants in Skyrim.
It's like if you ever played like Amnesia, The Dark Descent, and whatnot. The creatures that in horror games that walk the slowest are the ones that you fear the most because they're either bullet sponges or they're just gonna smack you and take your head off with one hit.
We'll find out in the Expanse video game.
Yeah. Now,
/4 game.
My one thing I wanted to mention too, I brought up there's a racing ship that he has on the pleasure yacht. I think that's related to Julie. Remember how she kept mentioning it?
Do you remember the name?
Firebrand.
Screaming Firehawk.
No. I don't want to look it up. It's a spoiler too. Don't just say there's something. It's in one of my edits. I can hear her saying it.
Okay. Well, we can think. I will keep thinking.
Somebody in the comments.
So let's go over the second half of season 3, pretty much.
2.
Oh, of season 2. I'm sorry.
Well, we did a book discussion, but it doesn't mean we can't discuss the entire season as a full.
We do some.
Well, I think it makes more sense to just go over after the end of book 1, kind of.
And then we could discuss that,
because that was kind of turning the actual page.
So it went from the Book of Miller
to
the Book of Gunny.
The Book of Gunny, I would say, as of right now.
There really wasn't a lot of characters.
I would say the Book of Mao. This is the Book of Mao.
I feel like the Book of Mao is going to be next season.
The whole story is revolving around all of the things that Mao
we only
has
know that
doing.
because of Julie. Of Julie, I'm sorry. Of Gunny.
But everyone's finding this stuff out. We don't only know that because of Gunny. Holden knows all of this stuff, and Gunny doesn't know Holden knows that, and Holden doesn't know Gunny knows anything.
True.
You know what I mean? Like they're similar but totally different angles of the story because Holden's always there. Like he's part of the actual story.
God.
You know?
Now, season 2, episode 6 was the first first part. That's where we started book 2.
Yeah.
I'd say. And I'm trying to remember that episode specifically. I pulled the episode list up on my phone just to peek at.
I believe that was the return of Anderson Dawes.
Paradigm shift.
Yeah, where has he been?
He kind of came in, was like a big deal, and then kind of.
Okay, so that episode is the one where they're on Ganymede, and then at the end of the episode they get attacked. I believe they get attacked at the end by the
when Gunny gets attacked.
Yeah, on Ganymede.
Oh yes, you're right. That is episode 5. Episode 6 is the return of Anderson Dawes.
Yeah,
and
Christian.
And Gunny's initial interview.
And that's where Christian is getting she's trying to figure out what's going on, and she's trying to piece the puzzle together.
And then episode 7 was meeting Prax, learning about his daughter, more stuff with Anderson Dawes.
No. 7 is 7 was the 7th man where Gunny is being checked over and her health is being checked. We learned about Prax in episode, I believe, 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Fine. Now, the reason why I say that is because 7 was them interviewing Gunny to find out, and then she takes the drug and she goes, "There was a 7th man."
I don't think do you want to go over each episode, or do you want to just do like who's your favorite new character for this season?
So my favorite new character for this season,
and we'll say that includes Gunny and anyone who was not in season 1.
So I'll let you start with Mike. Mike, who's your favorite character of the season so far?
I don't know if he knows yet.
Favorite new character? Gunny. I just love Gunny. I love her.
Gunny's a good choice.
The actress, the emotion the actress shows, the funny faces, the serious faces, the tension, the whatnot. When the guy's like, "Can you rough me up and throw me in a locker?" and she's like, "Yeah." When she's eating cucumber sandwiches in the background, I'm like,
I don't know if I can pick this because I don't remember she was in season 1, but Fred Johnson, second in control.
Drummer, yeah,
drummer.
She was.
Fucking love.
But she gets more fleshed out.
Yeah, she became she went from a background character to
She's great.
She's a great character.
Drummer's just fantastic.
Drummer was my favorite up until Gunny had her scenes.
And I'm just really appreciating Prax. Honestly, I forgot that I couldn't remember originally. I was like, I don't remember if he's like a 3-episode character or like how long he lasts exactly. Some of the characters, it's like if they get an episode or they get like a really
A season
or really long, whatever.
Now, favorite character development in a character that was from season 1.
I was just gonna say favorite character between the 2 seasons.
Okay, we'll do that one.
Watched.
So Gunny's my favorite in terms of season 2 characters. Amos is my favorite character as of right now. We've got a lot of development on the Amos train going on, the A train, baby. And
is it a lot, or just there was nothing and we've gotten something?
That's a lot to me.
We've gotten crumbs.
Objectively or comparatively?
This season, I would say, is a lot of crumbs.
Yeah.
Because Naomi is like, I had a child. And you guys are like, what? And that's all you get.
This one we learned Amos was a child in a brothel, was used for sex, and then used as a protector, and then eventually broke off. He was a journeyman on some welding ship, I think.
Amos just been doing shit, all right?
Yeah, no, he's definitely my favorite character.
He's been
watching it, for sure.
Yeah, no.
He's great. You know, without him, the crew probably would have been dead by now. You know, looking back at season 2, you know, Holden did not fire a single shot on the station of Eros. I'm pretty sure. Watching my edits and in the comments too, they I think they confirmed it. He did not shoot a single person leaving that station, and he a
lot. He's had the most character development. Holden probably.
Amos, he does, but Amos has had the most positive development, I think, because Miller has had a little bit of a spinoff in a bad way, whereas Amos has opened himself up a little bit towards us, become a little less hostile, except when he was being traumatized that one episode.
Listen, I'm Team Amos, but I think for like the most development from season 1 to right now, probably Fred Johnson. Yeah,
you can change it.
Because think of it, in season 1 we see him as like just this like belter, like
sympathizer,
and he's like trying to run his own like little outfit of it, heading up the station where they're building the Mormon ship, and he's just kind of running like an admin for a rebel group essentially. And now he's like getting involved in all of these mysteries and everything. He's
doing the whole Mormon ship thing, which was a big power play.
Yeah, like he stole it to make sure that they could get the protomolecule gone.
Dawes took him down like a substantial.
I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not saying Fred Johnson is a good character. I'm not saying that he's my favorite. I'm just saying like his development from season 1 to season 2. There's a lot of progression there.
It's James Holden. To me, it's James Holden.
That's downward. That's a downward progression.
Because literally right at the end, you saw him climb right out of that hole, and Naomi's like, so I didn't find a good time to tell you this, but but he didn't even. We don't even know how he's going to react because we didn't get to see that. But I mean, it doesn't even. Regardless of him getting lost in the sauce of the proto-molecule, okay, we've seen him acclimate to being the captain and taking the role seriously, and him, still putting the crew first. Ultimately, even when he was lost in the sauce, even though he owes it to Alex, he still was able to,
Sure, but like in season 2, his progression has not been good. He's because in season 1 he stepped up to the plate as captain.
Yes.
And then season 2 he's now having personal moral development.
Now he's not just stepping up to be a captain, he's trying to step up to save like everyone.
Save the universe!
And he's trying a little too much.
He is trying to do that.
Sure, but when you have righteousness and you have obsession, which is what season 2 kind of was for him, you're not.
I'd say the second half more so. Just when you start seeing that.
But like it's not all good progression.
No.
Sure, he's doing more, but his virtues are dropping.
It led to a healthy growth, I think, right at the end until Naomi.
We saw Alex. We also saw Alex develop into a confident pilot.
Yeah, I would actually also make that argument. I mean, he's a full-fledged.
It's a sleeper development.
Yeah.
He's just slowly getting better and more comfortable and confident in his role.
What do you think about it? He's the background character, but when they're just talking on the ship,
it's good. Writing.
He's putting in
everyone's developing.
A lot of work. He learned the systems, the AI. He figured out how to do everything he wanted to.
Yeah, him and the AI are best friends. Actually,
sure.
He's gonna have like a picture on the fridge of him and the ship holding hands. No, what's it called? I thought this was a very good season. Now, between episodes 6 to this finale, do you have a favorite episode? Was yours?
I was going to say a favorite moment.
Okay, moment works best. Was yours the moment? Was it Draper? Not Draper. Drummer's execution of the two guys.
No, honestly, my favorite moment. Oh fuck, I'm blanking on it.
Do you, Mikey? What he's thinking?
Yeah, it was Gunny's defection. She runs across the border, and they're like, "Don't shoot her! You can't shoot her!" And you're like, "Why are they telling her that?"
I'm gonna.
And she gets there, and she's like, "I take political asylum, please." And they're like, "Okay." That was my favorite.
I'm
so
actually gonna say there's a lot of good moments in here. Like Anderson Dawes' speech was excellent in episode 6 or whatever episode that was. I liked a couple of the scenes with Officer Rala.
There's some great scenes this season.
But I think I'm gonna give my favorite to last episode with Naomi. Fighting against everyone else to save as many people as she could.
That was emotional.
And I remember that being a good scene, but I'm not like Naomi's biggest fan all the time.
I agree.
But that did definitely make me really like the character more.
That was the emotion. I agree. That was a very emotional.
It was a really, really good moment. I mean, it's up there with Miller and Julie meeting and, that kind of stuff.
We haven't gotten to the proto-molecule development yet. What's going on Venus? We keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, we could talk about that.
Yeah.
But let's finish.
I remember that she brought up Miller and Julie. So that's why I was
okay.
Because they crash into Venus.
So that's going to be my favorite moment. And Mike?
So in episode 10, I think it was, when Gunny is escaping, not when she's escaping, like running to the embassy, when she escapes from her window.
To the ocean.
And she goes to the ocean. And she like sees it and just like gets that overwhelmed feeling. And that's really when her story really tips, is when she sees that. Because she goes from being like rebellious Martian to like a citizen of the galaxy. Where she's like, wow. And like she's going for what's good, not what's indoctrinating.
I could see that.
I got 3 more questions and then we can actually or do you want to do the proto-molecule?
No, wait till the end.
Okay. What was Mike's worst theory, do you think? Because obviously we can't do me. And you think about what Mikey's worst theory was. If you remember.
I tuned most of them out.
And moreover...
I do the same thing then. I don't know his worst theory, to be honest. Even though I edit the videos.
I was right about the crewmate. I'm just going to say that.
I want to say... The worst theory for me still was I feel like one of you, like after episode 5 was like, but the Mormons are still going to be a thing, right? Just, like, don't let the Mormons go, man.
Why would you introduce them for one book? We only had them in here for a ship.
I can't think of your worst theory.
All my theories are great.
No, there was one recently where it was like,
there's a bad one.
You were reaching on that.
It was like one of the last
the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have nothing but excellence.
I remember it too, but I can't remember the specific theory. So doing the edit, I remember being like,
don't remember.
What the hell?
Do you remember a theory you got right?
Bunch.
Or you? Well, I mean, we just talked about a theory.
Venus is being terraformed by the protomolecule was my theory. Remember I said my theory was the station was going to...
You're making some assumptions.
I said the station was going to crash into Venus.
Well, it didn't crash.
The station crashed into Venus.
Eros.
And then my original theory was Julie and Miller are going to, be together forever and make a planet. Because I was like, remember, Julie has to go home and she can't go to Earth because that's not her home, so she's going to make Venus the home of the proto-molecule, which is what it looks like it's doing right now as far as we know. And then Mike tacked on something on top of that, which I can't remember, but it came true.
Mikey never listens to me. That's all I'm hearing. I just don't get listened to on this channel. Speaking of which, I don't remember any of my theories anyway, because I don't listen to me.
Too many things. I'm going to go to the last big question here, and that is, most importantly, what is your new theory going into season 3? That could mean how is the system going to devolve into war? Is Mal going to succeed? Is Mal going to fail? What's going to happen? Like, what's your best guesses in terms of the overall story here?
I think We're going crazy here. All right.
And I'm gonna write this. I'm gonna write this down. That way, when we discuss at the end of season 3, I can be
Beautiful.
like, "Oh yeah."
All right. So my theory for season 3 is Venus will be terraformed enough, and that the Julie protomolecule being will start talking to the people in the atmosphere, and they will enter as a 4th faction of the show. So we got Earth, we got Venus, Earth, Mars, and the Belt.
That's 5 factions.
Venus, Earth, Mars, and the Belt.
Okay,
I'm going with Venus is entering.
Venus will be terraformed and have a new faction,
which will be itself.
And then I actually remember Mike's theory was that they would see that Venus was terraforming, and then Mars would race there to get the molecule. And then they actually mentioned that in this episode.
Yeah.
So that was your theory that came right because they saw that.
Mars, I was like, Mars is gonna want that shit.
So last episode,
I have theories.
when
I'll accept
they assassinated the minister. He was talking about that because it could take a century.
Right, I'll save a century off of it.
So you were right there. For me, my theory.
We don't know what it's.
My theory is that they're going to.
Nobody knows.
The belt is going to turn the protomolecule into a weapon because, like they were discussing, we made the protomolecule in our image, so they're going to apply it. That's what they were saying, you know.
Yeah, but the belt does not have the research that Ganymede had.
They have Cortazar.
Cortazar was not a part of that program, though.
Oh,
also,
Dawes has Cortazar.
Fred Johnson doesn't have Cortazar.
Well, he might
has Cortazar.
Dawes. I just said
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
Fred
okay.
Johnson might actually just poison the water supply on Earth and then kill everybody that way.
Fred Johnson does not want to kill
doesn't
Earthers.
hate Earth.
Yeah.
He was the one who was like, "What happened to the missiles, guys?"
That's true. I think I don't know. I think Fred Johnson's going to use it to just guarantee safety of the belt.
Doesn't Drummer still have those
I'm
missiles?
just gonna write all this down anyways because this is your theory. You can run with whatever you want.
Fred Johnson's going to use the protomolecule to guarantee the safety of the belt by making a super soldier.
Who stole the rest of the missiles? Was it Drummer or did Dawes? Because didn't they only account for like 2/3 of them?
Yeah, they took the rest and they had them. And then
Who? Drummer?
No, Fred Johnson took them, and then
Drummer's missiles.
and then the Black Sky faction was like, we want the missiles.
And
That's why they
it's like,
attacked. And she was like, "I'll fucking kill you."
Now, what else? Anything else to discuss for you guys? We did have that thing. What was it? What we were gonna?
Oh, and then I'm sorry. So then we can do. What do you guys think is actually happening on Venus?
It's being
Because
terraforming.
all we got to see is they went into the atmosphere. They stopped falling. When they said they stopped falling, they said the Martian ship was following them. The Martian ship disappeared. Moments later, the ship went whoosh.
I feel like it's just figuring out the molecular makeup of things. And
I think it's disassembled for learning, but I think what's happening on Venus is a Garden of Eden situation with Julie and Miller.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
you think they're alive too still?
Oh,
define alive, Mikey. I think that they both are. There is a physical representation of them.
Spiritual manifestation.
Memories? Sure.
Spiritually.
Do I think Miller and Julie, the human beings, are alive? I don't think so.
If you see a bird,
I could be wrong.
There's going to be a bird flying around in Venus, and it's going to talk to the.
I'm going to say you believe Miller and Julie are being preserved in some way by the president.
They're the core memory of the protomolecule.
That's my theory.
Expanse.
You just stole my theory.
And you're both in on that.
Yeah.
That's my theory, Panic. He's just having a
Now, is there anything else you guys like to discuss about the season or anything? Favorite character you get?
Not enough violence.
Yeah.
Only, like almost 3 wars.
Do you have a favorite faction right now? Mars for you, right?
I'm still a belter. But for the Earth Mars war, I think I'm rooting for Mars.
We're kind of see Mars transitioning
Mars,
into the bad guy here, anyways, kind of.
But I locked it
subjective.
in like last week that I'm just going to support Mars blindly through this war, and I am fully aware that this may age absolutely poorly.
Looks like you would bleed red.
Let's find out. And there's only one way for us to find out.
As I'm wearing all blue.
I mean, my favorite faction of choice, always and forever, is the crew of the Ross.
Okay, that's a faction that I could choose.
Like,
I choose Team Amos.
Faction?
Yeah, it motherfucking.
They straight up talk about it in the show that they're not aligning with the faction.
Yeah, and Jim Holden's like, I'm on my own damn side, man. But he's on the side of preserving.
He said he's neutral, and Fred Johnson says, "You dumb bitch, you can't stay
Yes,
neutral."
and later on, he did pick a side. He's picking his own side.
He did pick a side.
And in a faction.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood, not even me.
I think it's a good way for us to jump.
What's your favorite faction?
Mars. I said it before. I'm sorry. I said Delta, then Mars for the war.
Jeez, just.
I hate you. But this is a good way for us to end the season 2 discussion. This was a great season. I can't wait.
I'm so excited.
What's going to happen in season 3? I imagine a giant war is going to break out because
I kind of hope it doesn't.
Because there's so much moving that towards that. There's no way to pump the brakes on this. Too many things have happened, including an assassination attempt and whatnot.
Not an assassination attempt. A successful one. Assassination.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's only one way for us to find out, and that's for us to watch the next season, which we will be doing. So make sure you join us for our season 3 premiere. Other than that, make sure you do like, comment, subscribe. Tell us your favorite part of season 2, and let us know if we can do anything to make it better for you.
Yep. And thank you very much for watching through the first season.
Thank you for another season, guys.
Yeah.
And make sure you check out our Firefly reaction that's going to be airing this weekend.
That is correct. Woo! So thanks for watching, guys.
Yes, and take care. Have a nice morning, evening, and night.
Toodaloo.
Bye.
Bye.